to the historic Inner Harbor of Baltimore, Maryland. Just a stone's throw away, you find M&T Bank Stadium, the home of the Ravens. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Philadelphia Eagles and the Baltimore Ravens on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. That is Jake Elliott getting this one started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll wind his way to about the 38-yard line. That's John Campbell getting in there to make the play.
Brings up second and 7 at the 38-yard line.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Viking 18. Go, Tennessee.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
This returnable for Hardman. And it's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And he's able to fight through 1 tackle here. Pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. Here comes 3rd down.
63.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He's got this one complete to Goddard. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a 1st down.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. And on 3rd incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Let's go.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And this will gain a couple of yards up to the 22-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down, 8 yards to go.
Here we go. Set. Trap going.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. Exiting the pocket right. He'll tuck it and take off. And it'll be marked out up at the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Give him 11 on the scramble. And give them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On first down, it's Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 5. Dart. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Hey, check that. Street.
Throwing. Dart moving outside the pocket. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Yeah, he's trying to make the best of a bad situation here, Mike. Nothing open downfield. He thinks he can tuck it and get it with his legs. He ends up out of bounds, short of first.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. He's got his tight end. That's McBride. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game. They convert on fourth down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
18 Cardinal. Street.
Here's Robinson. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5.
Go. 70 Lion. Check. Hurt. Ready.
They'll go again with Robinson. And a nice run. He's got a first down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
He runs with it. And he is out of bounds. scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, this is an impressive run, especially considering the fact it was zone coverage. That's a lot of defenders with eyeballs in the backfield focused on the quarterback. So to be able to escape the pocket and pick up good yardage, really good play.
First and 10.
Let's go now. Mike,
Now Dart. On the run to the right. And he'll get about 4 yards before wisely covering up.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away. Picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
They run over center with Robinson. And he'll bring this inside the 15. That's good enough for the first down.
So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on third down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in third down. I want to get all of my conversions on first and second down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
Cowboy 80.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And despite a nice juke, they're only going to get a yard to show for it. Second down.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. That is catch number 60 for the season. This has been some kind of march downfield. Now, can they pay it off with 6? It's first and goal.
Cowboy 80. Go.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. And he's in. And Scaramouche. Touchdown, Baltimore. It's his second touchdown of the year.
But you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll send Flowers in motion. Hurts using the pop pass. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. 19 yards right away to kick off this drive. Now a give to Barkley, running right. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's 19 yards for the second straight play. They are rolling. Another first down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
go. We are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll send Flowers in motion.
Let's go. Trimmer.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. Finding space at the 15. And he's into the end zone. What a response. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Here's Jake Elliott for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
Their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
19 Tiger.
Throwing is Dart. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And that sideline just cannot believe their guy did not come down with that play. I mean, that's as easy as it gets. I frankly don't blame him. I mean, that's a play at this level you just have to make. Your teammates are dependent on it.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up third down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Third and 7.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
To throw is Dart, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for third down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 30-yard line.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
From the 33, here's second and 8. Once again, it's Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. What can they do here on third down and 7? Man in motion is Smith. On third down, it's Hurts. Short throw taken in by Goddard. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On first down, it's Hurts. This throw right, taken in by Flowers. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
13 yards on the play.
Call it a gain of 13. Good for an Eagles first down.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Eagles.
I'll run up the middle with Barkley. And And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
This play here, Mike, is just all about the get-off of the defensive line. Watch how fast they go when that ball is snapped. Nowhere for this running back except to go down for a loss.
Here's a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Man in motion is Smith. On third down, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
All right, so in these third and short, third and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have fourth down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging fourth down decision.
On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. Now the Ravens use their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. Hurts now. That's taken in, and he's going to have the Eagles first down. It's a gain of 12 on fourth down.
Eagles first down. A gain of 12. First
To throw, Hurts. That's caught left side by Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds down at the 15-yard line. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
A gain of 15. And an Eagle.
That's
first
Goddard
down.
in motion. They'll run it here with Saquon. Whoa. And the Eagles are going to be set up first and goal. Couldn't reach the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Saquon is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Eagles 14. Ravens 7. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
To throw, it Dart on first and 10. That's caught by Harrison right side. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
Come on. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he'll get this ahead. Gain of about 4. And it leads to third down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive. And with the ball on your side of the 50, if they didn't pick it up there, I think it would have been really interesting, Mike, to see if they would have thought about going for it on fourth down. I think they would have, but I guess we'll never know because he's able to pick up the first down anyway.
Here we go, set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Check out.
On first and 10, here is Dart. Moving to his right. He's going to run it.
You have to admire when quarterbacks are willing to put their head down and fight for some extra yardage, Mike. But sometimes the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Get down, protect yourself, live to play another snap.
Here's second and 9.
Go! Hawk 7, Hawk.
On play action, it is Dart. A short one here, caught by McBride. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Third down and 3.
Stephanie! Panther 6.
Here's Dart. Forced to his right. And that is incomplete. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a third and very reasonable, incomplete on that third down try. Now brings up fourth and short.
They'll go, and here's Dart. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down. An aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on fourth down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass.
That one intercepted. Picked off by DJ Turner. So we're going to have it here. Get it at their own 37-yard line.
You know, Mike, anytime a team can go nickel or dime and come off the field with an interception, I just am constantly reminded of the importance of defensive back depth when you're building an NFL roster. I mean, think back. This is not the old NFL base 3-4, base 4-3. Offenses are going to roll out 2, 3, 4 high-level wide receivers at you in this pass-first modern era. If you can't roll out 5 DBs and all of them hold their own and be trusted to hold up, you are going to struggle defending these pass-first modern offenses.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Here's a handoff to Barkley running left. Down the sideline, past the 45. And he'll be taken down. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their second. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
That's Goddard in motion.
180, 180.
He'll stay on the ground with Barkley. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. 12 more yards from him there, and another first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Great. 63.
They'll try to run here with Barkley. big hole. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Gain of 12 yards. That's another Eagles first down.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Here's Jake Elliott now to try the field goal. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their second. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down. Nick Sirianni now going to send out the field goal unit. This about as short as you can get. And that one doinks off the upright and in. Fortunate break, but the kick is good. And the Eagles build their cushion to 10. It's now 17-7. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
There you go. A gain of 12 yards. That's good for Eagles first down.
So the Eagles will use their first time out here, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll run with the Clemson product. This is Will Shipley. And some good blocking, springing up a gain of 9 as we get to third down.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
Third and short, and Hurts will throw. That's complete. Tight end got it. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a first down. They'll come up here, first and 10. Hurts gonna hand this one to Shipley. Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up. And
that'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be third down.
Well, it's going to go down as an incompletion, but it wasn't from a lack of effort. I mean, he did everything in his power to try to get both feet in bounds. The pass just took him a little bit too close to the sideline, and he just wasn't able to save the play.
This one down the field, but wind up incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
54-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles will extend their third quarter lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
At their own 35-yard line.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on first and 10.
Here we go.
On the play fake, here's Dart. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is. And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
And this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
So after he gets out of the pocket, he does a nice job in scramble drill finding his receiver along the boundary, and the coverage was really tight, so he's just trying to throw this ball as far out of bounds as I can, but keep it close enough to try to come down with it. So he makes the catch, can't get both feet in bounds, but it's actually a pretty good ball. It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
Come on, set. 19, shot.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Now he'll work his way out right. This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll run with Shipley, and he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hurts to the air on first down. Rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. 35 more yards. Back-to-back big plays to get this drive rolling. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Dotson, the man in motion.
180.
On this first down, it's Johnson. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense. I can promise you that when that play caller sent that second and short play in, he never imagined his next play call would be 3rd and long. But after that loss there, that's the case, and he's got to be scratching his head.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Forced out wide. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the jump. Ready.
Here's Dart on 1st and 10. Moving to his left. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That one thrown across the field, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
And he is upended. What an awkward-looking tackle. They take him down behind the line on that one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Much more room to run on this one. Pickup of 8, and that'll bring up third down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the first down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the first down, just not here.
And on third down, that ball incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
A 55-yard attempt.
Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, they'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Again, left side here for Johnson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
Now Jalen Hurts on second down. Open man. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. One of the Ravens has it.
You know, Mike, with the importance being placed on yards after the catch, we're seeing more and more guys really emphasize turning into a runner as soon as possible. And, of course, it's a critical part of today's modern offense. But the part you have to remember, the yards are never more important than protecting the ball, so it needs to continue to be stressed. Yes, we want the big explosive play after the catch, but never at the expense of the ball.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
That'll be taken in by Scalaboo.
Initially, a really good job by the quarterback. Once he got flush from the pocket, I thought he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, looking for the big play. Not much there. Ultimately decides to check it down to the back and doesn't result in much.
Third and 10.
Here we go. Cowboy, Bronco 80.
Out of shotgun. It's Dart. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. And that ball out of reach. Toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's Dart. He'll buy time left. That's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
16 yards.
16 yards on the game. And a quick first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, right back to Johnson. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. From the 46, here's 2nd and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
And they'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Hey, 73.
That's Goddard in motion. On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That is caught to the goal line and in. Dallas Goddard, touchdown, Eagles. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Elliott on now for the PAT. And he missed it. It's no good. One of the few things that's gone wrong so far. So they're unable to add one more point onto this big lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On 1st down, Dart flushed to his right. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Talanoa Hufanga. And he is going to score. touchdown.
Touchdown.
Well,
Eagles.
they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick six.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick six here in the fourth quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready, break. Go. Get up.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's hauled in on the left by Nakua.
At the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
So, from the 37, here's second and 8.
Come on, set. Tight.
To throw is Dart. Unloads downfield, looking for Nakua. And a nice return here as well. It takes it up to the 45-yard line.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager.
I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed.